After working a long day at the gallery, I love coming home and making a delicious snack. Last week, Alex made homemade tortilla chips, guacamole, and farmer's market margaritas. It was kind of the best thing in the world to come home to. So that's what we're gonna put together today. It's the easiest thing. So the first thing we're gonna do is preheat our oven to 400 degrees. You want these guys to get really crispy. Okay, this is literally so simple. All we wanna do is grab some tortillas. For 2 people, I'd say about 6 tortillas is right. We're gonna cut them into fourths. You wanna create a shape that looks just like a tortilla chip. Spread them out on your baking sheet. I personally don't mind a chewy chip from time to time, so if some of them overlap, it could be a good thing. Take a little bit of oil. I'm using grapeseed oil, but you can use any oil that can handle a high heat. Like for example, olive oil would not be ideal in this situation, but coconut, vegetable, grapeseed, any of those will do. So I'm just taking a little brush and just gonna paint each little chip with some oil. And then you're gonna grab some salt and you're just gonna sprinkle it on top. For a little bit of a smoky flavor, which I always love, I'm gonna use some smoked paprika. This is kind of the beauty of a simple recipe like this where it's just like a blank canvas. You can put any spice that you like. That's it, you're done. You're gonna wanna bake these for 8 to 12 minutes until they're golden, and then take them out of the oven and let them cool on the baking sheet for 5 to 10 minutes, and that's when they're really gonna crisp up. Now, I'm more of a guacamole girl than a salsa kind of girl. So for me, when I'm making homemade tortilla chips, there's gotta be some guac on the side. First thing we're gonna need are 2 ripe avocados. Slice the avocados in half and take out the pits. These look good. I feel like the easiest way to scoop out the meat is just with a spoon. With a fork, we're just gonna mash it up. It can be a chunky guacamole. Now, fresh tomato. This is my way of kind of combining salsa and guacamole into one. Just slice it up. It doesn't even matter if it's small dice. Instead of raw onions, I like to use scallions. I feel like it's just a little bit gentler, and for me, it just works. But of course, if you love raw onions, use them. And then for a little bit of heat, we want to get a jalapeno. I am kind of a baby. I don't like things too spicy, so I definitely like to de-seed these peppers. What I like to do is I cut the jalapeno in half, and then I roll it in between my hands over the sink. This is a way to do it without actually touching any of the seeds. Okay, perfect. And there's a couple in there, which is good for a little bit of heat. We want to chop the jalapeno really fine, about half of a jalapeno, or maybe even a quarter of one. Okay, and then we're just going to throw that into our bowl. So I'm going to throw the juice of 2 limes into our guacamole. And to ensure that I get the most juice out of each lime, I'm going to roll it right on my countertop. Slice it. Squeeze it on in. Add a little bit of salt and also a little bit of freshly ground pepper. Just stir it up. Now have a little taste. Delish. Maybe a little bit more salt. Okay, I think it's ready to go. All we need now are a couple of margaritas. I call these my farmer's market margaritas because you can use whatever fruit is fresh and in season. I'm using grapefruit, which I picked from a tree in my backyard. Combine 2 pieces of fruit, half an ounce of agave, and the juice of 1 lime. Muddle it together in a cocktail shaker. Then add 2 ounces of good quality silver tequila. Make sure you use the good stuff. Add a cup of ice and shake until combined and icy cold. Pour it into a glass, garnish with a piece of fruit, and enjoy.